got a podcast thinking you should watch it. If you driving, man, it's good for you to listen. No, we keep it real. No, we spit it raw. Sports dialogue. No, it's good if I'm involved. No, we're not the news. We just cool dude with nobody to impress. Just talking our shit. Call it pressman coverage. Pressman coverage.
Welcome into Pressman coverage. We're back. Yeah, I just started you off with a quick little song. Start off with some sort of energy. That's equivalent of what we did the first quarter. A little bit of energy. I'm going to calm down the rest of the episode to signify what the Titans are. I am super excited to break down the Patriots matchup and what changed with Mike McCoy at the helm and dive a little bit into what we hope the future looks like. It won't be a preview episode of the next game, but hopefully we can start laying a little bit of breadcrumbs for what we hope happens here soon. But of course, before we jump into anything, got to introduce the crew. Captain Cody, talk to the people.
That game was an absolute abomination. But what's an even bigger abomination is that Lim likes unfrosted Pop-Tarts. We just learned this.
That's
Unfrosted Pop-Tarts, unfrosted toaster strudels.
Yes.
What's wrong with them?
And the Pop-Tarts, you don't heat them up. You just you take them out the plastic and you go. What I do is I take my thumb, I break it in half, then I go boom, break it into quarters. You guys have to realize the OG way is the best way. Y'all new age kids, y'all want all the pomp and the frill. Take me back to how it was originally made, dog. That's why all y'all sick all the time. I got all them little random things in your stomach. I got the real OG tarts, dog.
Man likes
real
his Pop-Tarts like he likes Brian Callahan, bland.
Hey,
bland.
Somebody got to do it. Talk to the people, Sauce. What's up?
Man, I'm here, man. I got the OG on me today.
Looks good.
You know, and that's for a reason. Thank you, brother. But man, we here.
$1,500 retail.
Yeah, he paid it cash.
Yeah. that paid it on him.
Anyway, know what was going on.
Anyway,
that was it.
But man, it was a gift. It was a gift, by the way. Shout out to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Directly from from Eddie. Just
that's crazy.
Something like that. Anyway, go ahead, Sauce. Tell me how you feeling. My bad.
But man, hey, nah, we finna have fun today. But man, I got the OG on me today because that's how I'm feeling, man. You know, we'll see how I feel by the time we get through this episode to see if I got a little message for, you know, the Titans community. But hey, man, I got the OG on, so that's how I'm feeling today.
I respect it, man. I respect it. Look, let's just go ahead and dive into the game. Let's talk about it. The Tennessee Titans. Matter of fact, Cody, you open up. You talk about it. You're the Vrabel guy. Talk about what happened, man.
I mean, he came in, absolutely railroaded us. He gave us a little bit of hope. We thought we were going to get the Vrabel special there for a minute. And then, he said, F all that, spit his dip out and said, let's just pound the rock and just run these MFers' faces in. No Jeff Simmons. Jeff Simmons gets hurt, I think, like on the second possession of the game. And then, I mean, it was like a shark with blood. I mean, he knew exactly what he was going to do. And then Drake May just picked us apart.
2 incomplete passes from Drake May.
Joshua Dobbs even completed a pass. He played one play, completed a pass.
He shook a defender off like it was nothing. And he's about 75 pounds. You know what I mean? He shook him off like it was nothing.
He ain't even got hair to
do a dot.
But that's the thing, he has no hair on his arms. We tried to grab him. We slid straight off.
He's super aerodynamic. No hair, no eyebrows.
Yeah, he's basically a bullet with a football in his hand. But, when you look at it, 31-13, again, we scored those 13 points in the first half pretty early, too.
Chimere Dike.
Chimere Dike, man. I have to just stop. You know what? I got to stop again. Cody, do your thing, man.
DK appreciation.
And listen, he's starting to get the snaps. Tyler Lockett, good freaking riddance. We didn't want you. Your one touchdown was a fumble that went 15 yards back. You provided nothing. Bad hairlines. You could have gone to Randy's barber, gotten the fake one like he does.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like
you're making all this money. Like you ain't got to get a good hairline. Hey. But yeah, I mean, they finally used Chimere Dike, not just doing these goofy little screen passes that don't work. They did the deep overs like he did really when he was at Florida.
Yeah.
And Cam just hit him one for a 36-yard touchdown, I believe. And then Cam fit one in between two to get the DK. Two diving defenders, and it was just, it was beautiful. But not much more from that.
Yeah, DK
the
caught
juice
all 4
from
of
the
his
lemon
targets.
was gone.
All 4 of his targets were in the first half. So it's one of those where, it was good to see him there. And I'm happy for the production. It's just straight up. We want we have to go with a youth movement. That's the only way we're going to be able to rebuild this team. The youth movement, as many youthful players as we can fill, a few veterans, a few free agents here and there, but otherwise it's going to have to be all youth. Randy, talk to me about what you saw from the game. Let's talk about the first half specifically, man. What did you see? What made you excited about the Titans for a few moments?
It made me excited seeing comparable football. You know what I'm saying? Complimentary football. They came out with some juice. They came out with some effort. That was exciting, and to see the guys just coming out with confidence. I guess that that new coach bump gave them a little bit of something to play for. But I was excited about that coming into the game. But it's typical Titans. I'm trying not to rant right now. It's typical Titans. We gave up in the second half. We went into the game in a good position, and it just fell apart after Simmons got hurt. It just fell apart after that. We couldn't tackle. Snead getting cooked. God, dog.
My quad hurts now, Coach. That's why I lost him.
Get him out of here, dude.
Man, it's.
Why did it fall apart though?
It's just
There's
been
one
the same
play.
Things. What broke it open? I can't remember.
Cam fumbled the ball without being touched again. For a touchdown.
With the pressure in his face.
Was a big one. That was a big one.
Yeah. With the pressure in his face.
You just simply can't do that. And at this point, it's become a theme.
2 games in a row,
and it can't be ignored. Now, I'll be transparent. I'm not going to be the guy who is like, oh, this is the end of the world. It's something that's very crucial because ball security is job security, in the words of Cam Ward, and it's something that's got to get fixed. But I do think it's a fixable habit. And you know what, Randy, you've been talking about it, Randy. It's time.
It's time.
Let it out.
I got to say something.
Talk to him.
You may not agree with me. I don't give a darn. You
talk to him.
I'm tired of people saying, to me, his turnovers are different from Will Levis's turnovers. I think Will Levis turned the ball over purely off of his poor decision making. Don't get me wrong. The results are the same. This is a results-based business. I hear you 100%. But in terms of the player themselves and how they operate on the field, those two things are totally separate. Will Levis is throwing the ball to the other team because he made the wrong decision. That's what happened with him. When he fumbled the ball, he's laying down on his stomach, floating, handing the other team the ball. Like, to me, those are decisions. Cam Ward had the perfect opportunity to make the same exact play this game. He was about to just underhand
he's
flip
about
it.
to flick it.
He saw somebody there. He tucked it back. He has the general wherewithal that it takes to be a baseline quarterback in this league, and that's what Will Levis did not have. Will Levis is no longer on this team, or technically on the team, but you know what I mean, because of his decision-making. He was touted as a terrible quarterback because of his decision-making.
Yes.
That's my big thing. Stop comparing the turnovers. They're not the same. A fumble is not just a fumble. There's a lot of ways that fumbles can happen. Now, am I excusing what Cam Ward did? No, but please stop with the Cam Ward conversation. I think it's BS. I think it's for people who do not understand the nuances of football and just want to put general statements on people. Well, you can't do that. I get we're in a piss-poor situation. We have a piss-poor team, a piss-poor franchise, a piss-poor owner, a piss-poor who knows what. But at the end of the day, you have to be able to have some sort of just own original thought or the ability to click on film to understand they're two different things.
Yes.
I'm shutting up.
Can I
had to get off my chest.
tag me in, Hardy Boy style. Tag me in. Bow. Yeah. All right. Now let's talk, because you right on track, and this has been pissing me off.
Uh-oh.
Guys, we have to realize we are in a rebuild. I don't understand why every single week Titans fans are in their feelings about this. They're in their feelings about that. We want this to happen. We want that to happen. Guys, we suck. Okay? This is a rebuild. You have to be patient and let these players develop. Okay? I'm sick of hearing it.
11.
We can hit 11.
It's still possible.
If we rattle off 10 straight.
All my hope is out the door, man. We're back to reality now. I'm teetering. I'm going fishing on the Cumberland this weekend. I'm there. But guys, I'm just sick of the whining. Okay, we got to sit through this. We have to sit through this. Now we have to hope that now we truly have a reset, and if the people that is in charge, the dominoes are falling. Okay, the dominoes are falling. The people that's making the bad decisions, they have nowhere to point and blame now. So now we know if this go round doesn't go how it's supposed to go, then we know who the problem is. But guys, sit back, just enjoy football, get the glams that you can get. You know, Cam showing promise. Cam is showing, you know, that he can be a comparable quarterback. And just ride this out. Ride this out. But stop whining every single week. It's getting ridiculous.
So while I do agree with most of what you both are saying,
Talk your talk.
he has not played well through his first. Through the first 6 career starts, Will Levis had 1,200 yards. Cam Ward has 1,100 yards. Will Levis has 7 touchdowns. Cam Ward has 3. Interceptions, Levis had 2. Ward has 4. Fumbles lost, Levis had 2. Ward has 4. Sacks taken, Levis had 19. Cam Ward has 25. I do not want Will Levis as much as the next guy, but I do think it's a fair conversation to say that Cam Ward needs to play better. He has not played well. I think he shows that he is a lot more competent than Will Levis was. I think Will Levis it may just be a Brian Callahan thing. Maybe Brian Callahan just comes in and just ruins quarterbacks. I don't think that. I think Will Levis is just, he's just anxiety and he just gets in his head, and Cam Moore's he's just super chill. Which I think could be a good thing or a bad thing. Some of these little crossers that are like, 5 to 7 yards. I mean, he misses easy ones pretty routinely. I mean, his completion percentage for this season is like 57%. And a lot of those misses are just like, they should be gimmies. And I don't know if that's like a lack of focus. I don't know what that is, but the fact of the matter is that he misses some of these easy ones. Now, if he could dial that in, along with the pass that he can hit to DK and fitting it in between 2 defenders like he does, then I think we may have a top 7-8 quarterback if he can dial that in. Now, if you want to talk about positives just based off this last game, PK tweeted this. This past game, he completed 73.5% of his passes. That's the best of his season. He had 255 yards. That's the second best. 92.2 passer rating, best of the season, and 7.5 yards per attempt. Again, the best of the season. So I think we're starting to see he was regressing from the Denver game to where he was during to about the Raiders last week. And I think now he's, maybe with this new coach bump and maybe a different philosophy, just switching up how they call the plays and everything, maybe he's starting to find a little bit of a stride, starting to get a little bit more confidence, and maybe just reading the plays low to high instead of just trying to go high to low all the time. But let me know what you guys think about that.
Excuse me. I agree with that, and that kind of ties into my part. That's great point, Cody. But I think that's part of the patience aspect that I'm trying to beat the drum on, because technically our season is over, but it's still early in the season, if that makes sense. And signs like that and what we're seeing from Cam is signs of promise to me. You know what I mean? And so I think if he can stack good days and build onto that. Now, what comes with that, in order to, at least if we're losing these games and have a competitive approach these games in a competitive nature, the offensive line has to protect them. Like, we got to get better with letting Cam take less hits so he can complete these passes or whatnot. But I mean, I like what I'm seeing. I'm seeing flashes. I love that deep crosser. He looks confident out there. To me, it's promising. To me, but go ahead, Lamb. Give me your take on it, because I mean, you were there, so
he's got to improve. There's just no way around it. He's got to improve. I would be curious, and there's no way for me to do this, I know, if he didn't fumble the ball back-to-back games, which essentially handed the other team close to 17 points total, I wonder what the narrative would be around him right now. I feel like it will be more geared towards he has absolutely nothing around him. The counter argument, I guess, to what Cody said would be, although the play callers only changed once, which means he's had two separate play callers, the offensive philosophy may have switched 3 times. He's had, 2 head coaches already. Even gotten halfway through the season. There's his weapons have been interchangeable. He's relying on rookies once again.
Yeah,
Calvin Ridley. He might as well have been hurt the first 3 or 4 games. It's one of those where it's a tough place to be in, especially when your line's not doing what you expect it to do as well. I think he's probably has a worse supporting cast than what Will Levis had, coach included, in his first year. So I think that those factors play a part, but at the end of the day, he's got to play better. I do agree with Cody where he's got to hit some of the short passes. He's got to be more accurate in those moments, because those moments matter. But I also have to recognize he's a rookie in the NFL who's really just stepping into it. If you were to take a peek at how some of the other younger players in the league have played, even just look at last week. Caleb Williams did not look good and hasn't really looked good this season. Bryce Young came into this season when people expect him to take a step forward. It's looked like more of the same. Even Bo Nix, he had a great close to his game this week, but the past few weeks he hasn't played well at all. Like, there's a lot of young quarterbacks.
I got another one. Trevor Lawrence is still struggling.
Trevor Lawrence has been struggling ever since he got into the league. I think it's just because I ain't gonna say it, but I think I'm gonna say it because he plays in Florida. University of Florida's there. They just infect anybody in that general area with bad play. I just gotta say
that's not where I thought that was going. That's not where I thought that was going.
But you take that shot. The same thing with Anthony Richardson. Obviously he's about to be out the league. He smacked himself in the face with a band, and now he's gone.
Hey, that's not what it was. It was the machine.
Oh, it wasn't what it was? It was a machine?
It was a machine, and the machine broke off, and it snapped back in a piece of like...
Oh, I thought he was doing band work.
I thought he was just like doing a little something like this. And just went...
Okay. All right. Yeah. You survived it, but you're still on IR. Sorry, bastard. So there is, but if you look at the league right now and look at the guys who are playing really well, you've got Matt Stafford playing really well. Jared Goff is playing really well. Baker Mayfield looks like maybe the best quarterback in the league right now, aside from Patrick Mahomes, is Daniel Jones. You've got a lot of guys who are retread guys. Even Sam Darnold's playing really well right now. And those are the guys who are the most successful outside of the top 5. You know what I mean? Some people may even put, Baker in the top
Baker's
5 right
there
now, whatever. But those core, just super elite guys, the rest of those guys are retread guys, and the younger guys really aren't doing a whole lot. And it makes me wonder, is what Tom Brady said in terms of the NFL generally just rushing quarterbacks. We're 7 games in, and we've got 20% of the fan base saying Cam Ward's a bust, but the same fan base saying that the roster is absolutely terrible. Make it make sense. I want to give him some more time. I will give him some more time. I don't think anybody on this show is saying anything different. But the message is give him more time.
Using the B word to describe Cam Ward is a little bit absurd considering he's just, 7 games into his career. But, on the other side of the ball, I think that's kind of the trajectory that you want Cam Ward to be on. I mean, Cam Ward or Drake May last year was 66% completion percentage, 2,200 yards. He had 15 touchdowns, 10 picks. I mean, he wasn't like outstanding. He showed flashes kind of like Cam Ward does. And now he's completing 75% of his passes. He has 12 touchdowns, 2 picks. I mean,
what was he, 2 and 10 last year as a starter? I believe.
Yeah, he may have been. Yeah, he may have been. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think that's kind of the trajectory that you. Yeah, that's true. No, we beat them.
I think we might have beat.
No.
Yeah, that's what. No, because Brian Callahan got on this thing. He's like, the plan's working.
I'm crying.
You're right.
He's like, they're finally listening.
I needed that one, guys. Oh God.
Yeah,
because I know what we have in this room. Okay. All right, buddy.
Yeah, but the thing is that Cam Ward's season has been relatively quiet. It's just these 2 fumbles are just there's just like something that we've never seen before. And I think they've probably been making more national like talks or whatever if he would like drop to his knees and been like Will Levis and just like, oh no. But he like shakes it off. He's like, yeah, I messed up. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an interesting place to be in. It's one of those where, you see a lot of really positive things with the guy. There's some plays every week where you're like, man, there's 5 quarterbacks in the league that can make that throw. And then you see other players who are like, there's 31 quarterbacks in the league that can make that throw that he misses. And it's pretty interesting that, he is a guy who I think has the potential to really, really be a franchise guy. I just think that he may be a guy who is not a lifter. And what I mean by that is he needs some talent around him. And I'm not saying elite level talent. He doesn't need Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, but give him at least Washington level talent, where even the wide receiver 2 and 3 are capable of 700 yards. Like right now, we don't have anybody on our team aside from Ridley who's capable of 700 yards. And just understanding Ridley, he might even hit that this season because I can just see him being that guy who sits for a little while. But it's an interesting place to be in, man. And I hope he continues to improve.
Can I counter this slightly?
Mm-hmm.
So I noticed you mentioned, you were saying that Cam, you don't think he could possibly be like a lifter. I challenge that a little bit because, well, it's hand in hand. Like I agree with both points. I disagree with Cam not being a lifter because I feel like he is a lifter. It's just the guys have to make the plays. It's a lot of those where it's hitting these guys in their hands. Cam may be an inch or 2 off, but some of the better talent in the NFL is making that catch. If that's the DeAndre Hopkins, all of those are being called or, whatever. But so it's just like these guys are young, they're raw, they're still, getting acclimated with the game. It's just we're a very, very young team and these guys got to learn through. And I feel like it's promising for them, but Cam is putting them in positions to win. He's not necessarily throwing hospital balls or uncatchable passes. Like these guys just have to make the plays. That's the only way I would just challenge just that slightly. But I think Cam has that.
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to Cam's trying to bake a cake and we're giving him just eggs and water and saying, hey, good luck.
Yeah,
we don't have the ingredients.
Yeah.
It's definitely true, man. And it's one of those two. The biggest thing I hate about the situation that we're in is no matter what at the end of the season, unless he just comes out and just smokes everything, just goes crazy, it's going to be really tough to have a fair evaluation of Cam. He can play poorly for the rest of this season, and those excuses are going to be baked in. Multiple play callers, multiple head coaches, no weapons, offensive line was bad again. Like, I was hoping that at least one of the core issues would be addressed. And I was hoping it was O-line. That was one that was the most obviously addressed. the odd thing about that is the person who I thought was going to be one of the most stabilizing factors on the line, or has been one of the worst, being a J.C. Latham. Zeitler hasn't been great either. Dan Moore's just been average, and I'm kind of hoping that J.C. Latham can get back to average, just given what he's shown us the last few weeks. I get he's coming off injury, but come on, man. Another game where he's given up multiple sacks, and we just simply can't have that. Had a holding call where like he was just out of position.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see him getting back to moving the right way. Look athletic out there. Don't look like a bear. Otherwise, you're going to get bumped in the guard when Zeitler leaves next year.
Don't.
Yeah.
Don't say
man.
that.
I'm saying it, man.
Lim,
I'm saying it.
If you want to have me freak out, kick him in the guard. And we spend 11-7 on guards. I'll freak out. I'll freak out. But but you did say, I want to go back real quick because you're saying that we can have like Washington level wide receivers, but we do have a draft coming up, and we're probably gonna have a pretty high pick. Can we go get our Jamar Chase? Because I'm tired of spending these picks on tackles.
Yeah.
You have to make this work. Whoever the next coach is, you have to make this work because we're tired of getting all these tackles and all these linemen that aren't panning out. We need
a
outside help as well. You've got to make this work.
So let me put a quick scenario out there for you. I know we're way too early for this conversation, but who cares? So I'm going to take it down a peg from Chase, and I'm going to give you two options to pick, okay? So we can pick Aiden Hutchinson, okay? Or we can pick the equivalent to Terry McLaurin. Who are you taking?
Aiden Hutchinson.
I'm taking Aiden.
Okay. Just curious if we get to the point in the draft where the edge rusher looks like the better player, not by a huge margin, but at the peak of Terry McLaurin, the peak of Aiden Hutchinson, which I guess was year one before he got hurt. Who you guys would go with in that instance. So
Aiden Hutchinson,
we have our quarterback. So at that point in time when we were looking at doing something like that, I was like, no way, take your quarterback. But now that we have Cam, do what you got to do. If the edge is better, take that. If the trade down is the better thing and acquire more picks to take more swings, do that. But let's figure out a plan and get it right. You know what I mean? But if you have elite level Malik Neighbor-esque talent there, you got to take that guy. But that's just me.
Just curious. All right. Well, let's jump more back into what we experienced this week. We did see Cam Ward, this is courtesy of Zach Lyons, go 8 for 8 with play action this week. 25.8, I believe, yards, completion percentage over expected as well, with the touchdown included to Chimere Dike within those numbers. We finally saw an uptick in that percentage in terms of play action overall in the low 20s, which was a major jump from where we've been in previous weeks. We've been in the teens. And that includes having a second half where you can't run much play action because the defense doesn't even think you're running. So there's no point. You're going to get Cam Ward smoked if you try that. So it is definitely a positive to see us headed in that direction and continue to take those strides. I hope we continue to see that. The route concepts out of play action was also something I was totally fine with. I even liked, people may get mad at me for this, I like Corey Levin came in at fullback and ran a route. Why do I like that? Is because now if Corey Levin comes in again at fullback, it's not, they're going to be running it. You know what I mean? It's just not an easy tell. Sure, he's probably the 5th, 6th read on the play. Even after you throw it out of bounds, is probably when he's there. He has to be wide open. But it at least isn't a tell. There's so many tells that we've had traditionally where, you see Jeff Swaim coming on the field, they're running the ball. In this instance, we went with a jumbo package and passed the ball, and there was some opportunity there to make a play. So I do want to say I am pleased with that. I think that did add an addition to our element. I think that's one reason why Cam Ward's yards were so high, is because it gave him an opportunity to see the field a little bit better. Offensive line can block a little bit better because it offsets a little bit of the pass rush on later downs, and it gives us an opportunity to stay ahead of the chains as well if you take those easy completions. So I was definitely happy to see that. Cody, tell me your thoughts on what you think outside of the fumble. What was the most damning thing that happened to us, or a phase of the game that struggled the most?
Well, we only ran the ball 12 times and got 39 yards.
Yeah.
And I know, and again, I brought this up 3-4 pods ago, and I know y'all like Tony Pollard, dude. I'm ready for him to be off the field too. Just give the Tajay Spears.
Why the hate for TP, man?
6 for 18, 3.0 average. Tajay Spears 5 for 24, 4.4. Need I say more? He's just got more juice.
I agree.
I mean, this is absolutely an offense that we just need explosive plays where we can get them, and Tajay Spears in the run game can potentially break one off where Tony Pollard can't.
I can respect that. I can respect that. Am I still a TP fan? Yes. I think TP runs hard. He breaks tackles. He's always fighting for the extra yardage. But I understand having the juice behind it. And Tajay Spears is somebody who is productive. We were hoping coming into the season he'd be somebody who was a key part of the offense. So who am I to argue? Other side of the ball, we couldn't stop the run.
At all.
We couldn't stop it. Tavondre Sweat was back, but it's one of those things where he's not meant to be just the only guy that you have to respect on the line. You double team Sweat, there was a lot of off tackle. They went off tackle a ton. It almost made me question Femi Oladejo's impact not setting that edge. Y'all might get mad at me for that, but I think Femi actually set the edge pretty well when he was in, not last game, but just in general. And I think we were actually missing his presence along with the 10 other edge rushers we're missing. Well, it doesn't matter anyway. But we couldn't stop the run, man. Sauce, talk to me about that, man. What were you seeing?
I mean, it all went downhill. I mean, at first, Vrabel had a plan of doubling Jeff from the jump. I think initially he got injured trying to fight off the double team. So,
was it?
Yeah, he caught a hamstring somewhere.
I thought
he
hurt his hamstring getting dragged down the field by Stevenson. No, literally, I think I saw him grab his hamstring. I'm pretty sure that's what I saw.
You're not going to disrespect Jeff like this.
He got dragged down the field. But I'm telling you.
No, I know I'm not, but I'm not letting you do this. So. Even if it's the truth, I'm spreading propaganda right now.
Yeah.
He's had a great season.
He's
had a great season, but hey, sometimes you're going to get got.
Yeah, you definitely.
You just got to get yours when you get got, though.
Ramondre was getting everybody. I'll tell you that. He was. Tackle him, and the only person who wasn't scared of him, it felt like, was Cedric Gray. Like Cody Barton.
I love Cedric Gray.
Yeah, Cedric Gray.
I love him.
He's playing hard.
He plays hard.
I love him.
He sticks his nose in there. He figures it out. Cody Barton, man, it's like just opposite day, man. I felt like Cody Barton coming into the season would be somebody I could rely on, but in pass coverage, he's a lost puppy. And, I rarely see him getting the stop, when it comes to run stopping. I mean, you look at the stats, he had 4 total tackles compared to Cedric Gray's 10. There's no way you have the same amount of tackles as Jahad Ward or Sebastian Joseph Day or Xavier Woods, out tackled by Jalen Armour Davis. Now I get it. They're running off tackle, but as a linebacker, you're supposed to be able to flow, and I just feel like overall, he just wasn't able to do that. And we've got to find a way to be able to have more run stopping presence. And I hate that it wasn't Cody Barton that was able to do that. Sauce, our secondary was getting shredded too. Drake May did what he wanted, both running and passing.
Oh man,
is it time to lay Snead to rest?
I think so, man. I hate that I'm having to say that. Yeah, it's time to wrap him up. I ain't gonna lie, I miss Jarvis Brownlee Jr. Ain't gonna lie, I miss him. We had some energy out
Ultra
there.
problem.
We was getting You need a crash out of here now and again, man.
Yeah.
I just miss him. You know what I mean?
How I feel about the dreadheads, Pauls. You gotta have a few on the team. You gotta have a few on the team that's ready to go NBA young boy on anybody and everybody.
Because we're getting cooked right now, and it's not fun watching Drake May. I mean, he's rolled out to his right all day long. It reminded me of Daniel Jones. That's all he did all day, like when we played the Colts. He just roll out to his right, high to low. You know what I mean? Snead getting beat by a man named Booty. It's very booty of you, and I'm sick of it.
And where was the safety play? Denard Wilson said today in the press conference, we were in 4 quarters. So safety is supposed to be there as well, man. What's going on?
I don't understand.
Like it's a frustrating thing. Hooker's not having the greatest season. We're doing a lot of 3 safety concepts as well. I don't know, man.
It's frustrating, man.
It is, and we're coming in playing against one of the top teams in the AFC and the league, the Colts this week. Coming in, I know it's not the preview episode, but they're opening up at 14.5-point favorites.
God,
Lord have mercy.
Probably should be higher.
I lift my hands.
Like our best players, our highest paid players, all 3 of them are hurt right now. Like, I mean, that should just tell you everything you need to know about where we are on top of our record. Like, we were bad with them. Imagine what it's about to be right now.
Yeah, I mean, Ramondre Stevenson's slow ass was running all over us. Imagine what Jonathan Taylor's about to do. Good. He's about to be doing that hop skip celebration.
Yeah.
We're going to turn that into a Fortnite dance.
I know. He did. He had a field day on us, man.
He might go for 2K in a game.
Man.
It's rough, man. It's rough. But look, give me any closing thoughts on this week, Cody. Sauce, will jump to you. Let's go.
Well, I mean, there's not a lot of pauses to take out of this voice. I mean, Vrabel came in, whooped us, emasculated us. Amy was in the building, didn't say a word, won't say a word, sell the team, brown paper bags, put them on your heads.
Get them ready.
Get up out of there. I mean, like, good Lord.
Yeah.
I'm kind of going to put a plastic bag over my head so I ain't got to watch it no more.
Literally. Patriots about to look amazing, too. Their next, 6 games, nobody's won over 2 games who they play. So they're about to be whipping up on some folks and may end up winning 15 games. I don't know, but we'll see. Sauce, talk to me, man.
I'm check on your your fellow Titans, friend. Make sure you check on them. Make sure you check on the strong ones too. We got to ride this one out, fellas. It's a long season. Stay the course. Don't head to the Cumberland like me. We all heading down there like weapons and just running out there out to the Cumberland. So just hold your head. It's going to be okay. We're going to have a lot of good content for the off season. A lot of great content.
Draft episode coming out tomorrow.
Hey, man.
So much content.
Randy had Cam Ward for 35 touchdowns. I mean, good Lord.
He can't even get
Hey, if you're a Titans fan and you're chanting Vrabel's name,
shame on you.
Go to hell.
Shame on you.
Respectfully.
And that's what I'm talking about. Hold on. My other part of the rant. Titans fans, man, come out here with some damn pride. I'm sick of it. You know what I mean? I know we suck right now. I know it. But get back to this. That's why I got the OG on, man. Get back to that. And dude, I think we have one of the worst fan bases. I agree with Trevor. I think we have one of the worst fan bases in the NFL. We are embarrassing, and y'all continue to embarrass us. I want y'all to stay on that side, okay? Stay on that side. If you can't ride out with us and stand up with some dignity, do not come around when we start winning.
Now, come around. You can still subscribe.
Subscribe, but I mean, you're right, Cody. Yeah. Nah, come on back, man. Be fickle, man. Yeah. Come on, man.
Yeah, and you know
that's how I call it, big.
I'm back. I'm starting a McCoy chant next home game. Rock with me. Rock with me. If he has another first quarter like he had, I'm chanting it, baby. We're gonna ride.
He was running the steps before the game.
He was
y'all see that? Get the blonde hair visors, man. Those things would sell.
Yeah, that's actually what my bus driver used to wear. He had no hair underneath. He was bald. He had a blonde hair visor. He thought we didn't know. I knew. I was waiting on one moment to just, snatch that off his head, man, and run out that bus. But anyways, look, thank you guys so much for spending some time with us today. We really do appreciate it. Look, it's somber right now. We're in a rebuild. But the best thing to help a rebuild, this is something I learned from ESPN, Adam Schefter, Actually, after talking to him the other day, is like, comment, and subscribe. The more you like, comment, and subscribe to this podcast, the better your team will be overall. It's crazy, man. I don't know why PFF isn't charting this type of stuff, but it's the hidden thing that you have to do. Like, comment, subscribe, join the Pressman family. We will all cry together, but one day we shall rejoice. And when that time happens, just know we back, baby.
Hey,
we back.
Also,
go ahead, talk
with that, get your Pressman coverage tees. We need that. Make sure you get that. It's up under in the description.
The link will be in the description.
Got a notification.
Those are the three
Kevin
things.
Watt just got his shirt.
Come on.
Oh, yes, sir. We back.
Yeah.
We back. But look, man, we appreciate you guys. Whatever you guys need, let us know. We are a mailbag type of program. info@pressmancoverage.com. If there's a topic you want us to hit, if there's some questions you have, you want to come on the show for our fan episodes we've got coming up soon, let us know. Either way, thank you for spending some time with us. PMC out.
Peace.